Hi guys, welcome to Geomania. So today our topic is limestone. We're going to discuss about the classification, the uses and chemical composition of limestone, etc. So let's get started. Limestone is actually a sedimentary rock composed primarily of calcite. That is a calcium carbonate mineral with a chemical composition of CaCO3. Actually, limestone is usually a biological structure forming from the accumulation of fecal, shell, coral, etc. Or it may be organic debris as well. It can also be formed by chemical sedimentary processes such as precipitation of calcium carbonate from lake or ocean. So, well, about the grain size and texture, carbonate sediments are mostly formed in situ condition, although some may be transported from shelf to basin by turbidity currents or slump. The skeletal grain of carbonate sediments vary greatly in size and shape. Thus, the interpretation of limestone deposit to a large extent is based on the type of grain present. In general, the amount of micrite or lime mud in the limestone affect the degree of vegetation. So now we have to deep into the more details of the components of limestone. So while coming into the components of limestone, the mineral calcite and dolomite are the main ingredients of limestone. Both are calcium bearing carbonate minerals. So the limestone may be varied in composition, but broadly the components can be divided into four groups. They are non-skeletal grains, second one is skeletal grains, third one micrite, and the fourth one is cement. So, coming to non skeletal grains, they are mineral particles in sedimentary rock that are not derived from the remains of organism like shell or bones, and they include minerals like mica, feldspar, quartz, etc. So, the different types of non skeletal grains are noted as oids, pseudoids, pelloids, aggregates, and interclast. Now on to skeletal grains. Those are mineral particles in sedimentary rock that are actually derived from the remains of organism like corals, shells, bone. That is mostly derived from biological organisms. It also provides valuable clues about the past environment and can help us understand the earth history. So these are some of the examples like mollusca, brachiopoda, foraminifera and etc. Well, micrites are fine-grained carbonate sedimentary rock and it consists mainly of microscopic carbonate particles called micrites. They are formed from the accumulation of lime mud or lime ooze, which is composed of the remains of marine organisms like algae, foraminifera, microbial mats, and so on. Micrites also often has a dense and compact texture and can be found in limestone formation. They play an important role in the formation of reefs and other carbonate structures. And lime mud in limestone refers to the fine grained sediment that makes up a significant portion of the rock. It consists of tiny particles of calcium carbonate often derived from the shell and skeletal fragments of marine organisms. Over time, these particles accumulate and become compacted, forming limestone. So now we are getting into the classification criteria for limestone. Actually, there are three bases of classification. So the first one is very simple, but it is often useful scheme that divides limestone on the basis of grain size as calcidorite. That is, most grains is greater than 2 mm. Second one is calcarenite. Most grains between 2 mm and 62 mm. And the third one is calcilunite, that is most grains less than 62 um. So next comes the classification of Dunham. The classification is most widely used scheme for the description of limestone and primary criterion used in this classification scheme is texture, which is described in terms of proportion of carbonate mud present and the framework of the rock. So here different stones like mudstone, wakestone, packstone, etc. is given and their characters like mud supported, contains lime mud, original components not bounded together, etc. are given for our understanding. So you could take a look or take screenshot of this figure. And so the last but probably not the least. Actually, this is the most important and significant way of classification of limestone, that is Fox classification. This classification is based on the principle of comparison of carbonate rock with sandstone and shale in the preview of their textural characteristics controlled by the depositional energy. So the major constituents of Fox classification are allochems and orthochems. These allochems are grains chemically derived but undergone slight transportation within basin, and orthochems are particles which have been chemically precipitated and usually remain in situ. So the pictorial classification of Fox limestone based on textural parameters and the positional conditions are given. So we can see here there's a classification of limestone based on the micritic matrix or cement matrix and the percentage of allochems as well as the depositional environment and the metrics supporting as well as grain supporting allochems. So, this could be used for better understanding and classification of the limestone. There is a wide range of application for limestone in areas of agriculture, industries, in construction, architecture, and other uses. As in case of agriculture, we know that the limestone is crushed into smaller particles and various grades are produced. And this product are sold as agricultural lime, which is again used to neutralize soil acidity as well as to free up soil minerals like phosphates. Then, talking about the industries, there are several industries that make use of limestone, such as the powdered limestone is used in textiles, in paint, paper, rubber, glass, and plastic industries, etc. And they are most used as the fillers. Then, about the limestone in construction and architecture. Here, limestone is quarried to service the needs of building and construction industries. So, the stone is cut into either slab or block with a specific shape or size or dimension. And some of its application includes sculptures, floor tiles, window sills, stair treads, etc. And also, while talking about other uses of limestone, crushed limestone is used as filter stone on site sewage disposal system, and limestone in powdered form is also used as a substance to absorb pollutants or control coal mine dust at many coal mining facilities. Hope you all got a slight idea or basic for limestone studies and have a great day. Thank you.